What up, man? It's your big brother K-Rino. I got a question for all of our aspiring uh, entrepreneurs and bosses and CEOs and everybody that wants to be at the pinnacle of whatever it is that they do. Um, Nothing wrong with that. I feel like you ask anybody in the world, they would say that that's what they want to do. They would want to be a boss. And maybe a few people that wouldn't, but most people would say that, especially in our culture, especially the way we move in the music industry, entertainment industry, or business, any form of fashion. Everybody wants to be the boss. But um, the question I want to ask is, what kind of boss are you going to be when you become the boss? Meaning, are you going to be the kind of boss that uh, takes care of your people, takes care of the people that's under you, or are you going to be that kind of boss that um, you're moving wrong with the people that are up under you? You're not treating them right. You're not paying them right. You are doing everything in your power to keep them in a perpetual state of servitude. Real bosses create other bosses, just like real leaders create other leaders. And that's how you determine who really is a leader, when you see the people that come up under them and see how they ascend and how they rise. And the key component to the boss and to the leader is that he encourages that. He wants that. He wants the people around him to elevate and know how it feels to be what they are. I want you to know how it feels to be what I am. And then you take that same example and you create others. You instill it in others. But if you have that dictator spirit, if you have that spirit like, I gotta keep everybody underfoot, I can't let nobody get above me, then your spirit is corrupted. Now, is that to say that people who think like that or act like that or move like that, that they don't become bosses or they don't remain bosses? Absolutely. Some people have the mindset that um, when you get to that position, you're supposed to be ruthless. That's how you keep it. I don't agree with that, even though that model has worked for people, but I don't agree with it. I believe that, it's enough for everybody. And that sounds like a generic term, but I truly believe that. I believe it's enough for everybody. And I also am one of those people who believe that, if God got something for me, then it's for me. I'm going to have it. If he got something for you, you going to have it. It's not even a competition in the sense of I have to protect my spot from you. Oh, you got to protect your spot from him or her. No, it's just do what you know is the right thing to do. Move the right way to move, especially as it relates to the people that's under you. Because when I don't care how big you are, there were people, regular people, who put in the work to help you get up to that position. And a lot of times, your fortune was built on the backs of those people. So um, the title asking, well, what kind of boss would you be if you are a boss, is something that we all should think about. It's something that we all should take into consideration, whether we're there or not, or whether we are on the way there, or we just have it in our mind that one day I want to get there. Because a lot of times, man, you see a lot of these people who have done people wrong and mistreated people for years and years and years, and then at some point, those same people end up coming out against them when those people fall, or whatever. Even if they don't fall, somebody is going to always initiate it and get the ball rolling, speaking out against what that person done. And it's just not the right way to be. I would feel so uncomfortable if I was the only one in my circle that was eating, if I was way, 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 way up, and everybody under me was just roaching and barely getting by, I wouldn't feel comfortable with that. You know, I wouldn't want to even look at my folks in that condition. And I'm like, oh well, I'll see y'all tomorrow, and I drive off in my Maybach or whatever they driving these days. I don't know, but I think that in every situation, there's always going to be people who, no matter how well you treat them, they're gonna still act a fool and not appreciate or understand that that good treatment is rare. But for the most part, people they're gonna appreciate it. They're gonna look at it and go, yeah, you know what? You know, that's a good guy. That's a good lady. You know, they did right by me. They packed fair with me the whole time. And humility should always have a place in us, no matter how big we get, because the saying is, um, stay humble so you won't have to be humbled. And that should be always on our mind, no matter what position we in. A lot of times, but I feel like most of the time, I feel like all of the time, God puts us in high positions a lot of times to test us, just to see where your character lies. And he puts you there, and then if your character's not in order, at some point, he brings you down, or he allows you to be brought down. So those are all of the things you got to think about, because it ain't hard, even though it may seem like this from the outside looking in, the way we see a lot of people move. Man, it ain't hard to do right by people, man. It ain't hard. The people that's working up under you, it ain't hard for you to do right by them. It ain't hard for them to be given what they're due, what they're entitled to be given. It's not a hard thing to do. It's just that the more success that we gain, the ego starts to take over logic. And when the ego takes over logic, you start to look at people like they less than you, and like, I ain't got to give him nothing. Or I'll give him what I want to give him. Or if I do give him what he's supposed to give, I'll give it to him when I decide to give it to him. So now you're playing God. You're playing Supreme Being God. So think about that, man, because I want to see everybody win. I want everybody to be a boss, because we talk all that boss talk all the time. Yeah, man, I'm CEO, I'm this and that. Okay, okay, speak it into existence. But you got to work it into existence as well. But being a boss also comes with how you treat the people that are working with you and working, because a lot of times they're working for you, but your approach should be that they're working with you and you're working with them. So, all right, man, it's your big brother K-Rino. I'll hit y'all with another one soon. The new episode of the Underground Dialogue podcast is out. Y'all go check it out right now, man, because it's another good one that y'all are sleeping on. All right, peace.